the passive, so it may make sense coming in for this final pick.
I mean, only they're hiding in the brushes. And you know, yes, Woodwind, I think, is going to be a huge marker of success because with his ultimate out of sight, you also get vision on the nearest hero to your lineup, or your Guigu's in this case. So then they can really make plays off of that information.
But hey, this is game number 2, whereby both drafts has been unlocked. FEHK drafting a hyper-aggressive try-engage team composition with Twisted Minds, playing towards standards double carry, but look at the mid lane.
Straight away, this could be first blood. They force out the flash from Woodwind. He's not going to take a fall from this, but that is, I mean, that has to be a TP back to home, no?
TP back to home, but you see he's a roamer, he has the regeneration, he goes into a different approach, he helps his jungle speeding up that clear to really allow this dude to match the Ogren tempo that we need to see happen.
Yes, and this is what you need to do as a Guan Yu, right? Especially if you know that you have a very strong mobility, you are actually able to help catch potential first blood, still make it in time for your lane, and then balance out that 1v1.
And Guan Yu as well, he's not a very lane-centric kind of pick here. He can really aid the map with how fast he moves with the horse, with the bar. So 90, we can really expect him to be this nuisance towards the mid lane, whereby he keeps visiting TL, causing pressure onto him, so he doesn't roll around to gank Shanks or 90 in that side lane.
And one benefit is, okay, Shanks skill 1, target sided, it does offer AoE damage. So if they time it right, essentially you get the full stacks of his first skill onto multiple members on the side of Fearless. But only if 90 gets the catch.
Only if 90 gets the catch here, and we see more of these rotations here coming in for both these two teams to really capitalize on this top side here. But look at Woodwind, he's camping.
There's no way they lose this, right? There's a nice knockup coming in, but it's not going to be enough. Quite a bit of damage onto the side of Twisted Minds. Miku gets smited down. The slow is coming in, but the response is huge from the side of Fearless Esports. It might not be enough. They're falling very low. Instant execution. First blood goes into the hands of Clean. A double kill, triple kill maybe. No, it's a double kill, but still the response coming in from the side of Fearless is not enough. Clean house. 4 members for the 2 on the side of Twisted Minds.
They come up clutch and they win big here. Twisted Minds utilizing the early game prowess of the Ogren here. Defeating Miku, defeating TL, getting 4 kills for the price of 2. And they come out huge in this early game exchange.
Yeah, a lot of pain for the side of Fearless Esports as well. ACC already having the level and the EXP advantage against Woodwind. He's still lacking that fall. He needs that information for the team.
But look at the camp here as we go into a replay here. As you see, the ultimate here, jumping onto multiple members. As of this point, you're so low and you just get slapped on by the Seer State. Even if you got the catch onto Queen, it's not worth it because it's a 4-for-2 exchange.
Exactly. I mean, you get Clean down, but Miku has already taken a fall. And once again, they go right in. Clean looking for the finishing blow. They get it. A double kill once again. It doesn't matter if 90 Traces left, but they have managed to catch Clean. This is huge for the side of Fearless Esports. They need to battle and work their way through the sides of Twisted Minds. And right now, it's just instant access into the jungle. They do have Smite on Miku. They need to make sure they get this Azure Golem.
It's looking really good for the side of FEHK here. No jungler from the Twisted Minds, but oh, hang on, Hailang does steal away the Azure Golem from the hands of Miku here.
Yeah, this is unfortunate. Fearless Esports, they needed that buff in the hands of Miku because that would, number 1, slow down Clean, but at the same time offer golden EXP. So Fearless Esports, unfortunate situation for them, but this was how it transpired. Very nice catch by Woodwind. This is exactly what the usage of the Guiguzi is for. They get the initial kill onto ACC, but then here comes that turnaround, right? This is my Snow. He actually TP'd down just in time to be able to change the fight here.
Exactly here. So 2 goes in favor of the side of Twisted Minds, and then Snow here comes in to clean up kill on towards 90 and also Clean here. But it's still overall a decent trade so far as we see. 4 minute has arrived. Tyrant is the name of the game.
And EXP advantage very much in Clean's favor. They need a little bit more setup. Here we go. It is going to be a nice catch, but Clean has the ultimate available. Razor Cavalry as well. The suppression comes down, and Snow, he's not going to be available for the fight any longer. 16 seconds out of the bag with the winning strategy as well. Lay down onto TL. And now Twisted Minds, they use this health bar to share the damage, and they can take out 3 different members on the side of Fearless Esports. 90, the only victim. And right now, the prize is the T1 and instant access into the jungle on the side of Fearless Esports as well.
He is so clutch with it. Without that power control, things would look so bad coming in from Twisted Minds. The fact that he controlled that Dharma's entrance, that really changed the tempo of the team fight, and the rest was just Twisted Minds Highland finding resets after resets on those winning strategies.
And it's such a painful experience because Twisted Minds, with every fight that they win, Fearless Esports, they not just lose, gold in EXP, they also lose the jungle camps. And this really hurts Miku. He needs his Azure buff, he needs the mana regeneration, he needs the cooldown reduction as well.
Is the painful part here. If you fight when your camps are up, especially doing Tyrant, if you lose the fight, you lose a lot of resource and a lot of gold here. 5 minutes, 30 seconds, 1.6k gold lead goes in favor of Twisted Minds. And look at Cream. He's relentless. He knows he's strong. He's just marching towards the enemy base because he knows there's no imperil. There's no hero reduction coming in from FEHK.
And this is so painful because Fearless Esports is a fighting draft. They are a composition made for team fights. But Twisted Minds, because of this advantage that they have, they will keep forcing them to go into team fight situations. And once again, they do get a response here. They take down 90, which is great. But they need a little bit more than that on the side of Fearless Esports.
A kill is a kill, and we see Woodwind finding a potential target onto ACC. ACC does get caught out in the middle of the river here. 2 kills goes in favor of FEHK as they re-establish their fighting spirits.
All right, this is what we want to see. Every 8 seconds, how much value does Woodwind bring to the team? Now, this is a 3-on-1. 3-on-2, they may be spotted out. Shanks will know that difference, but here's the Conductor of Souls. Can they out-sustain him? It's not going to be enough. Winning strategy already used. They did not get the kill, so Fearless Esports, they need to reconsider their options at this point.
But look at Woodwind. Okay, so the Animus doesn't really find engaged as of this point here, but that is the key marker we keep talking about. You fight against the Ogre, you better be buying heal reduction because look at how much he's healing from the Conductor of Souls.
I mean, you definitely want to have the burst damage besides just having the anti-heal, right? And for now, I don't think TL has that.
TL went for the Scepter of Reverberation, so he will need some time before he works his way towards that venomous stuff that we are talking about, or potentially Miku with the Blazing Cape here. But so far, in the 7 minutes, so much action has been happening across the gorge that so much fighting is in favor of Twisted Minds for that goal lead.
Yes, it's simply because they can't burst down clean, right? And the moment you can't burst down clean in one fell swoop, he gets his Conductor of Souls, his ultimate, and he's back to full health again. So it's a very difficult situation for Fearless Esports at this point of the game. They need time to get the goal. They need to balance out this deficit here.
And also, the likes of Elone is not the best marksman to really tear down Augur without items here. So maybe in the later stages of the game, when the KK has more items, that's where we see it. But Woodwind here, looking for potential engage.
Yeah, but then Conductor of Souls, it resets the whole situation, nullifies the damage as well, and this time Miku's on the run, but the catch is available on the side of Twisted Minds. They will not over-aggress because they know they have this gold advantage. No point throwing away the gold for a couple of kills.
Yep, 2,000 in favor of the side of Twisted Minds here so far. They are looking very much in control here, but one big ultimate here coming in from TL or even Snow may change the pace of the game here. It is down to whoever finds those key engages here. But looking at the item builds, KK is going for the expensive long build. Aside, the only disadvantage is expensive here, so it goes for the Eternity Blade, Master Sword into the Daybreaker here. Very suitable in taking down tanks like Ogren or Guan Yu.
So we'll hope that they achieve that result, right? Right now, I think the other member that we really have to pay attention to is Woodwind. I think he has been pretty consistent on this Squigwoods pick, but he needs to be able to catch out ACC, because if ACC is still alive in the team fights, then Snow is just rendered useless.
We will have to see. That's why in the draft we talk about this. It's the battle of roamers. Whoever gets the perfect catch will dictate the tempo of the game here. It comes down to those key exact moments here. But look at Clean here. He's face checking into 4 members coming in from FEHK. They have no answers for this Augur as of this moment.
Yes, he's level 12. He's not that far ahead, but a 2-level differential does mean a significant difference at this point, right? So for this esports, they need to find something else. A good bit of damage coming from KK. That's a good sign to have if you're a Fearless Esports fan. But for now, Twisted Minds are able to handle the pressure. There is a little bit of a threat. Oh, hang on, there's a catch of suppression going down onto Miku. Maybe it is time they have enough damage, and there we go. They clean up, and the life bars are dwindling down a little bit low on the side of Fearless Esports. It's all onto Woodwind. The moment he does not have the catch potential, they have to be very wary about the potential. But for now, Fearless Esports, this is a nice position to be in.
This is the importance of purchasing Imperial Venomous Staff here. You see the moment they have it, they pair it with the Long, they pair it with the Venomous Staff, and Clean, he's not that tanky compared to 4 minutes ago.
Yes, he's not, but he does have the Blood Rage now, and Twisted Minds, I don't think they will want to contest this, which is also why Fearless Esports members are making a beeline straight towards that Overlord pit, unable to find the result they're looking for, so they start working on this Shadow Tyrant instead.
But this is also the beauty of Fang, right? It gives you so much extra damage towards monsters. It allows you to speed run that Shadow Overlord, forcing a 50-50 trade with FEHK. So right now, the game is back to an even state. It goes back to the same thing that you mentioned here. Whoever starts the fight better will dictate the tempo of the game here. And right now, the key member here coming in from FEHK will be Woodwind, will be TL, will be Snow. Find those backline engages where KK needs to stay alive for that DPS.
But you never ever find 5 members on Twisted Minds at the same place, right? Because it's 90, he's playing a Guan Yu, he's always going to be out of sight. And definitely not out of mind though.
Not out of sight, not out of mind, but Queen always in sight for the enemy to really push in that vision advantage that Twisted Mind really needs to get these turrets in hand here. And look at the top side. Vanguard has already marched towards that tier 3, and right now the map state is going in favor of Twisted Minds.
Oh, this is looking a little bit dicey. Where's Woodwind? This is the main part of the map that you really want to catch the members of Twisted Minds out at, right? The jungle, very tight space. A lot of members have to group up. But for now, they have to make sure they clear this Shadow Overlord because that is going to hurt. It's a T3 on the menu, Twisted Minds. If they break into the base now, Fearless is not going to have a good time.
But still, with that Shadow Overlord take, look at it engage.
Yeah, nice catch. Suppression down as well. That is going to be TL out of the battle for the next 30 seconds. They do get the catch on Clean. He does miss his ultimate, but the Blood Rage is going to save his life for now. And there is no response that is viable for the side of Fearless Esports.
And Twisted Mind with the Clean rotation here, they know that they cannot push the tier 3s, but they clear out all the tier 2s with your jungle camps and they revisit back to their own for a next new rotation here. This is very clean stuff coming in from TN.
I mean, how do you play this, man? If you're on Fearless Esports' lineup, who is going to catch ACC? Who is meant to be that turnaround?
I feel like it has to be Woodwind here, and Woodwind going in for the flash engage does not land onto anyone.
It's a big mistake there. With the winning strategy, they get the first one off the board on the side of Fearless, and it's looking like Miku is a second victim. A double kill coming in for the side of Twisted Minds. Highlang is very happy with this one, and this is opening up the doors. The middle T3 open for the taking.
5v3 on towards the map here, but 90 rotating towards the bot side here. It is a 4v3 up front here. Twisted Minds, they are just looking to take the tier 3 and they're looking to back away towards safety, recuperate, relook at the map objectives and plan their next step here. But so far, Twisted Minds playing a very good game, capitalizing on mistakes being sent on by FE members.
Very disciplined, right? I love this movement coming in. They know that they aren't supposed to over-aggress, right? 10 seconds on the clock, there's no need to take a risk. And risk is where it comes, right? Twisted Minds, the only way they lose the game at this point up to maybe that 20-minute mark is by taking unnecessary risks.
I think it comes down to a wombo combo coming in from Snow, TL, and also Woodwind, finding key members like Shanks and Highlang. That may spell good news if they can really find those backline engages here. But look at Woodwind. He's going for the engage, but he does not have flash to gap close against Highlang on this Kong Ming.
And why is Highlang there? It's because he has time shift. He has flash. There's so many movement abilities. Now, Clean is getting quite a healthy bit of damage given onto him. But for now, once again, Twisted Minds, they're just too mobile. Nobody on the side of Fearless, even if it's Woodwind, has the opportunity to get the catch here.
And you can see both of these two teams, they're prioritizing the river control here, and Snow, his position is looking at a beautiful one, because if he finds the backline, that may spell doom for Twisted Minds here as river control relinquish back to FEHK. How does Twisted Mind play this approach?
Okay, ACC on the sidelines. Can they get the catch? The Razor Cavalry is on point, and it's a huge shutdown. 3 members for the price of nothing. TL and Snow, they have to make a beeline. They have to run for their lives. Now, Snow might not be as lucky, but TL will be able to make it back into the base. Unless, yep, that is going to be the case here. There are minions marching down, and Clean doesn't even have to get the kill. It's just about making sure that Snow does not TP back to base. Now, TL meets the majority to catch the suppression, and is more than enough. A killing spree for 90 as Twisted Minds are looking for their clinical finishing blow. Game number 2 ends as quickly as it did in game number 1.
What a big play coming in from Twisted Minds 90. This was why he was that MVP of the finals in KMW.